Righto, let's kick this sucker off. I don't have any fancy intro screens or anything like that yet, due to budget restrictions. That and the fact that I do art like most people fucking do, I don't know, making a sandwich. It's a dull, boring chore, but necessary, so I'll get around to it. In the meantime, we're going to play some first-person solos. Yeah, sandwich. Yeah, I could go a sandwich, but I don't want to be the person making it. So we're going to see if we can recreate that chickeny goodness. First I'm going to test out my favourite gun. Oh, thanks for the host, Micah. It's good to see that my alerts are working today. Arguably my favourite gun in the game, this thing. You can only get it out of a crate drop, but when it drops and it's a small circle, there's a whole bunch of love. Well, at least they're working today. I found that it's not actually the program that we're using to do it. It doesn't matter what program you use, whether or not you use Muxy, Streamjar, Streamlabs, any of that. It's actually the Twitch API, and it also hooks into and affects Mixer and YouTube and all the other platforms as well. If the Twitch API is playing up, it'll actually double play or not play at all. So righto, where are we going? Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that explains why people across many platforms are having the same problem. Sorry, I keep looking over here at the chat as if my camera's there, but I know it's here. I'm just a little bit special today. This could be over really quickly. Subject to old mate here's willingness to die and his close friend over here on my left. If all goes according to plan, he will die. Preferably after he's collected some loot for me. If not, he'll die. Or I'll die, and then we're back to the menu again. That's what I love about this game. If you suck at it, you get to spend a lot of time sitting in lobbies. If you're good at it, you get to spend 30 minutes murdering people. Yeah, I know you're trying to hit where I'm trying to hit. I'd like to think that I've just managed to do it a little bit better than you. And the answer to that would be yes. Yes, I have. Wow. I managed to scare him off, but do no damage to him whatsoever. Remember how I said someone would bring me loot? Someone brought me loot. Wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but hey, I'll take it. Biggest problem we got is when old mate that ran off into the scrub comes running back after me and I don't have a real firearm, so we better get on that post haste. Because if it was me, as soon as I found a decent gun, I'd be back here. Good thing we now have a good gun. No sight for it yet, but we have a gun. Circle's not far off. Old mate's going to pick over there and make his way back to me. Oh, hello. Thank you. Search the shipping containers. Yeah, I will. I learnt my lesson the other night. You know there's no containers up here though, right? This is where I usually die here, is when I've got to stop and heal and shit. One thing you'll see that I make a habit out of doing with this is that I will generally try and move and bob a bit, but also let your bandages tick a couple of times. Won't find a boat, not up here. Oh, I could probably find a boat. Complex, how are you, mate? Oh, thanks, buddy. I try. Just having a couple of solo games in first person to warm up and getting the practice of communicating with my audience and playing at the same time without it being a complete and utter schmozzle. Righto. I think we're gonna have to make our way over the other side of this complex here. I'll leave this sucker on single. Right, now we've got a few of these, I might actually pop one. Once you get to 0.5 seconds remaining, you can actually begin your move. Something that I didn't know until I watched a video. So, yeah, someone's definitely picked through here. I'd say they've run right the way around the outside, or... That being said, the whole thing hasn't been picked, which is rather weird. They sort of haphazardly picked this shit. What I really want is a dedicated tap gun. The Scar's nice, but having something with a bit more punch would be lovely, particularly a sniper rifle. I'm actually becoming quite adjusted to the car. It touches me just right. Is old paint still over here or what? Maybe I come down this end and he went back after me. Oh well. We'll take the long way around, I guess. Hope we get lucky and see him. So yes, let's see, what else is exciting here? Oh, hello! I heard the thing go off. Let me just check that. I think Complex may be trying to give me a heart attack. Holy crap. Did you seriously just do it? I think you did, Complex. Holy shit. You're insane. I appreciate the absolute shit out of it. That'll be something that'll be getting purchased later on. Mate, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Again, it's awesome. The way you support local streamers and stuff like that. I think that we need to talk to the Catholic Church and get you the patron saint of Australian streamers rank, mate. Because I've watched what you've done with other channels and I really appreciate that, mate. It will go to good use. Thank you. And besides, if you're ever up this way and need a workshop or need anything, my door's open. You just did it, so you've got a collection of clips now, haven't you? Just from various streamers, you got a collection of clips, mate. So that's awesome. That's made my day, mate. It's been a pretty trying day, and the gaming community's done a lot for me with me recovering. So it's been good. World of Warcraft helped me regain my sanity after the accident. Yeah, he broke down, mate. You broke him good for several hours. It took a bit. I don't think it's fully set in yet, but I think he's going to get there, man. But I really do appreciate that. Thank you. So hopefully we get down here, we'll be able to get a little bit of a farm on, and then we can push into the ring and try and get Complex his money's worth. Definitely try and get Complex his money's worth. So if not, we'll keep going until we do. So yeah, a few things about this game. It's coming to Xbox on December 12th. I'm pretty excited about that. A lot of the guys I know play on Xbox, and they've been watching the stream on and off, and a few other streamers. So Kenji's really good. So Kenji13, he's someone I play with on occasion. He's taught me a fair bit about it. Yeah, my in chat is a big Xbox player. He's playing on PC as well. We did a tour with him the other night. Hello. I spy with my little eye. Tagged once. Come on, buddy. You keep running across that open field. Give yourself away. No, I can't lead him enough there. Problem is, if he gets in the circle, he gets advantage on me. Man, he's got to be hurting from that. Let's go after him. Let's go after him. We'll hinge it all on it. No worries, mate. You enjoy that smoke. I do not miss smoking. That's one thing I don't miss. I smoked for, I don't know, half my life. And I don't miss it. I miss, like, even after a hot curry, the sensation's still there to do it. I don't miss the action of doing it, but I guess there's like a gap. There's something missing between the hot curry and having the feed, I guess. I know he's down here somewhere. And I intend to finish what I started. Come on, where are you? Oh, there he is. Righto, window. Auto time it is. Nah, beat me. Didn't have spray control. What I should have done there is laid down and shot him in the legs. So that's me playing like arse. Seeing the legs, I should have laid down, pulled the single shot out, tap, 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 tap. You don't do a whole heap of damage to limbs, but that being said, consistently hitting limbs is a good way to kill someone. Yeah, that and the fact that I'm a smaller target. But the problem was I cancelled my boost, and instead of taking a position like i.e. hiding in the shrub there and making him think for a second, or even lying down, getting closer to the wall and lying down, I didn't do that. So I would like to cancel, please. Please let me cancel. Complex, you're a madman. Like, that's freaking awesome. That, yeah, I'm pretty bloody cheering about that, to be honest. Because I've been trying to work out whether or not I start doing some side work and building some, PCs for people and stuff again on top of my day job to be able to fund my Christmas presents, but that covers my Christmas present and allows me to set up some funky stuff. I'll actually do a video on that, actually, on the Stream Deck, because I know some people have been using it and integrating it into their gameplay and stuff like that, and I think that I could do that, so that'd be pretty cool. What about you, Maya? What are you playing today? What's today? Monday. I need to log on and get my what's it supposed to? My trials engram. Thank you, Mai, for that. Yourself and Crazy. Not sure when you get home? Yeah, I don't miss those days, mate. Not at all. I will go and put that to use so your work is not in vain. Good thing to do before matches if you're learning or want to work on a particular weapon. Grab it off the table if you can before the rest of these twitchy bastards there. And just work out what you want to do. Holding shift will steady and zoom in your aim on iron sights. It's handy especially with things like the M series, so M4 and M16. Yeah, I've got to go and... I'm still sort of waiting for Nvidia to sort their shit out with that actually. So Nvidia have gone and done a wonderful thing and run a promotion that if you buy a 1080 Ti you get a free copy of Destiny 2. Welcome back, Complex. And their system is built into the GeForce experience now because they wanted to integrate it so more people would use it. And it doesn't work. It's been broken since I bought the card, which was when the promotion started, the 26th of October. And like I don't know how to bloody fix it. I've lodged complaints and stuff like that and they're working on it. Yeah. Who's your internet with? Give me your details. I'll go and bloody chase them up and I'll get your internet fixed for you. That's probably something I can help you with. Or at least get you out of your contract anyway. Those are some of my favourite things to do. Hello. Here we go. Yeah, Destiny 2 does have many issues. I've got it on Xbox. Mai plays it on Xbox as well. I really enjoy what they've done. Like, I'm a D1 player. I played Destiny 1 for a big chunk of its life. I wasn't a fan of vanilla. It was pretty ordinary. Optus. Okay. So are they upgrading the cable in your area to something, or is cable just shot at the moment so they've just turned it off? I.e. are they going to HFC, or are they continuing to just be a general pain in the ass with their approach? Or is there a fault in your area that they haven't bothered to report? Right, nothing of excitement there. We're just going to pass all this 9mm up, then I'm going to find an ump. So Destiny 1 had bugger all lore, but the game was a lot of fun to play, and the people we played it with made it even more fun. But then there was a bunch of silly stuff. Yep, there it is. Every goddamn time I pass up 9mm. Right, all internet in your area. How is it just all have shoddy connections? Cable's one that very rarely has bad connections though. Cable's probably one of the most reliable connection types around the joint. So if you're having a problem on cable, I fear for the people that are using ADSL or fibre in the area. I think in this country what we need to do is go round up anyone who had anything to do with the NBN and hang them, to be honest, because they have ruined any opportunity that Australian small business, programmers, developers, any of that kind of profession, it's just put them all behind the 8 ball as far as being able to compete with international competitors. We can't offer a comparable service here. Like, you'll hear the stories of, oh yeah, Google started in someone's garage. Well, that's not going to happen here because we can't have stable connections in our garage. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, and cable still. Oh, you know what? Your area's probably got that bad of lines that everyone's on cable, and it's just ruined cable, because cable's one of those shared services, I guess would be the best way to put it. Well, it's not a shared service. It's still. Oh, it's me. I've got to get used to my Nightbot advertising me. Oh, hello. We got a party one block over. I suppose we better go say hello in a second. There it is. I don't need that ammo. So, if that's the case, that's shocking. But the thing is that Telstra aren't going to upgrade the lines, despite the fact that the government bought them off of them and then sold them back to them. That still blows my mind, that we bought all the shithouse copper infrastructure. Yeah. Well, you can thank the mums and dads that never bothered to actually complain and sign petitions and stuff about the poor quality internet services we have in Australia and cable TV and all the rest, and the fact that there was a monopoly for one dude to get rich, and left us in a situation where Netflix was the only viable option to go to against Foxtel, which kind of left us really screwed in the grand scheme of things, because there's absolutely bugger all we can do now, because they've gone and rolled out all this infrastructure that sort of works some of the time, which means that anyone who has any real skill in the IT industry is going to wind up overseas. Like anyone who's doing any development work, wants to get a business off the ground, Amazon are going to have a field day, because they're going to wind up hosting it all in the cloud, because that's the only way we can do business here in Australia, and it's a damn shame. I know so many young people that are just packing up and leaving the country and going overseas, which means other countries are getting the benefit of our brilliant young minds, because you can't do business here. You can't run a small Australian business. I might actually tell you that just in case I come across one. When the government's pretty much went, oh look, yeah, no, we don't. Nah, we're good. We don't need it. And it is something that's close to my heart, because I've been in IT, well, as long as there's been IT. Before that I was running data cable and telecommunications. No, Mike Heth is a mate of mine. He's a fellow gamer. He's a part of Club Thunderducks, which is a Xbox and PC, well, all gaming platforms now, group. So my wife won't watch me on Twitch. She might watch me from the side of the room and make faces at me and stuff like that, but she's not a gamer. Although she does watch PUBG. She's a bit curious about it, so she'll ask questions and stuff like that. But for the most part, she just avoids gaming. She likes to pretend it doesn't exist. Unless you get her playing Mario Kart. And old Donkey Kong. I got her playing SNES Donkey Kong at the moment. She's really enjoying that again. Alright, let's get a look here. Yep. That was a lot of ammo, so someone's been here. Helps when my fat fingers don't hit the wrong buttons. Someone's already picked through here, which is much disappointing. Oh, hey Puppet, how are you, mate? So yeah, I'll stop my rant on how they've ruined Australian internet infrastructure. Oh, sorry, Yeah, my Keth will come across and say he's in my account because I'm streaming to multiple platforms at the moment. So I'm streaming to Mixer and also YouTube, just trying a few different things out and seeing whether or not other people on those platforms are interested in what I'm doing. No chicken dinners yet today. I've only had one match. This is my second. I was just testing some stuff out and got a little bit cocky before and it bit me in the ass. But this one, hopefully I'll play a little bit more sensible. I'd say from here on out I'm pretty much going to run across where people have already looted. That vehicle going past the other way. So yeah, I'll stop ranting on that. It's very frustrating. But I feel your pain. We had big problems here. The first provider I was with when we moved to NBN screwed up colossally. They wound up where I was posting download speeds of 0.13 for my down 2 weeks after they installed it. Part of me wants to pick it, but I know that there's going to be people down here. If they're not here already, they'll be on their way. Because it's a logical next step from where we were. That being said, if I can get a flash hider or something from in here. Someone's already picked it. Righto. Which means they're either holed up here or they've moved through already. It would appear that they have moved through, which means they're likely either sitting on that hill up here somewhere or over at the next lot of houses over here. So I'm going back up the hill. Just want to skirt the edge here for a minute. And that's why. No, he's going to keep going. I was kind of hoping he would stop. Righto, where are we going? South, righto. I can still hear a vehicle nearby. Biggest problem with this side of the map is it is so open. My post on Twitter, yes, I did post on Twitter. I hope it went up. I'd like to think it went up. If it didn't, I'll have to have a look at my notifications. But it should have gone up on Twitter saying that I was going live in 5. I was going to play some solo PUBG and then move on to some Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty Modern, sorry, not Modern Warfare, World War 2, because I'm pretty keen to get a little bit better at that. Is that what I think it is? It is, it is. Now I have no space. Well, that's like right here, like right there, which means they're going to be stuck way outside. You know, I can probably afford to lose that much of that. Double back. Grab that grenade purely because that grenade is going to come in handy. Try and keep this in between me and them for the minute. And if I can sort of get to this little row of shrubs, I can try and bushwookie this enough that at least if I do draw shots, I've got options. I've got a level 1 vest, which is absolute trash. Problem is, at this point, the temptation is strong to loot, and you really need to avoid the temptation. Just want to hurt him over there. Right, there we go. ScottyBot lets me know as well. So there's a couple of different tools I'm using at the moment to try this out and learn how to automate my announcements and stuff like that. So it's a lot to learn. Basically, the goal at the moment is to get to affiliate. So get people watching, get people interested, hopefully tell a story. The most challenging thing of this is you watch people play, and even skilled players. You watch people who play and are really good at this game, and then they try and talk and play it at the same time, and you find out that their skill goes down a bit. But then you start looking at why that is, and you start doing it yourself. You realize that, much like trying to play the drums or anything like that, you got a lot of shit going on all at once. So you're trying to take in everything that's going on the screen. You'll see my eyes twitch back and forward as I'm using Wacky Jackie's scanning method. And then I'm also listening for audio cues. I'm trying to work out where the circle is, all the usual shit you do when you play the game. Plus I'm trying to remember that there's a few people watching me and I'm interacting with the chat and stuff like that. So it's awesome. It's really, really cool because it requires you to multitask and prioritize, along with accepting the fact that you have to sharpen your game skills up in order to do both. So I think you behind that side. No. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know your trick. You're trying to get me to move, though. Just keep shooting, keep pumping those shots, keep pumping them. Now this is the part where you move. And I get to fucking kill you! Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. So there's the neat trick that once again I learned off someone else. It doesn't hurt to stick yourself on the side of a tree and then see whether or not you're safe. If you're not safe, obviously move until you are. Also helps when you know what fucking tree they died at. Right, what's he got? Level 3 vest, I'll still take it because it's better than what I got. I've got a silencer for my AR. First aid kits, energy drinks, couple of frags. Don't need that, don't need that. I will take that. To be honest, the only other thing I want is those energy drinks. Yeah, we're good. Righto. So the mistake he made there was sticking his head round the tree. He knew where I was. He knew I had to come to him. So the smartest thing he could have done there is honestly just stayed hidden. Waited for me to stick my head out and gone looking, peeked, popped me in the head. I had a level 3 helmet on. He wanted the helmet, so he was looking for the body shots. Now I've got his level 3 vest that has like fuck all armor, but hey look, it has a 55% damage mid. And once again the circle is fucked as hard. So we're just going to run, gentlemen and ladies, if you're watching. It'll be interesting to see whether or not ladies bother to watch me. I'm just not pretty enough. So the goal at the moment is to learn more about how Twitch works and the other platforms and stuff like that. I'd like to get to the point where I can maintain enough viewers to be able to hit the level of followers I need, and also all the other stuff that comes along with getting Twitch affiliated, and then get my affiliation on. So if I'm able to achieve that, and I'm able to start generating attention on the channel and also generate some subscriptions and stuff, I'll use my long service leave and a few other things and take a few months off and just focus mainly on Twitch and just see what I can do. I know it's not going to be a overnight, yay, everything's raining from the heavens. Poppet is hosting me. Thank you very much, Poppet. I really appreciate it, mate. That's 2 hosts today and a generous donation, which really has helped me get this thing moving forward, which is fantastic. So Complex decided that he would try and break me and actually help me hit my target in one fell swoop. So I've managed to get my Elgato Stream Deck covered, so that'll be going in the next couple of days. I'll buy it and get it all happening, and then I'll do a video on configuring it and all the rest. So I'll have to work out how it works, then I'll put together a video. I'll actually have to put some effort in, which is good. What I'd like is to find someone that has a level 3 vest, but I do need a vehicle. Old mate's honking, he's trying to bait. He's either confident in his skills or he's fishing. Thank you for the host, Puppet. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. So yeah, the goal is I need to, in 30 days, I need to stream for 500 minutes. I need to have an average viewership of 3, and I need to get to 50 followers. So at the moment, my goal is simple: 25 followers, and then we'll gun for 50. I don't know if Mixer or YouTube have any affiliate programs or anything like that, but Twitch is the one that I'm really looking for the affiliation on at the moment, because they do some really awesome things and are really big on promoting, especially streams for charity and stuff like that. So they could get behind those things. Oh, hello Sunshine, who decided to jump out of his vehicle once he made it in. So I'm going to cop a shit ton of damage here, but that's okay. Is he just seriously standing out in the open there? That's got to be a bait, surely. Come on, you fucking potato. I don't know if I'm the only person that was shooting at him just then. I get the distinct impression that I was not, given that he is now dead. And he's left the vehicle sitting over here, so give him 50 seconds. I'm going to boost like a madman here and hope to God that that bloody vehicle of his has fuel in it, because if it doesn't, I'm toast. We're going for that because we really don't have any other options. Righto, it has fuel. That's a start. He left me means, and I'm using it as an opportunity. Just going to try and avoid all the funky combat that's going on around here at the moment, because while I like to feel that I've got the biggest brass ones of them all, it is not always true. Now this is the part where I die. Righto. Now we wait for a second or two. That car's almost toast. I appear to be popular at the moment. Once I finish this match, I'd better take that. Got them, use them. Got a minute. There's one complex that's in. Right about now I should probably be looking to get to that tree line, but I don't want to move in too quick. Move in too quick, you get shot in the back. Take a little bit of time. Alright, we're top 10. That's important. Let's just see whether or not we can get the goods here. 20 seconds. Checking my sides before moving. There's definitely going to be people up in this housing complex. I'm just curious as to whether or not there's anyone in my immediate vicinity. So at the moment I'm focusing on keeping a low profile and utilising the level 3 helmet I have as the primary point they hit in the event that they shoot me. I know I'm not the only person on this side of the circle. And I really don't want to have to deal with the snakes crawling on their belly at the moment. There's a lot of firepower going off for no one dying. That'd be right. So as we've seen, this circle is doing things to me today that could be classed as sexual harassment. Really don't want to go near that housing complex, but it's kind of between me and the circle. Just trying to keep my profile low. Not draw too much attention. Forget I'm even here. Right, there's a big gun likely at that tree. Likely just here. the dude. He's trying to time me out. And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Aggressive push. Aggressive motherfucking push. Righto. I'm going to need a couple of minute break just so I can make a phone call, because clearly I am really important right now based on the 6 missed calls I have, so I better answer that. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Thank you very much for the follow, GTA 5 stunt team. I'll be back very shortly. Sorry boys and girls, I've been called into work, so I'm probably going to be out for about half an hour and then I'll be back. I'll fix my be right back screen while I'm at it. So thank you for viewing. I apologise for cutting short. I will be back. Thank you.